Hello, hello, and welcome to your 8/8 Lionsgate portal reading. Today we're asking, what is the overall energy that is entering? What's being activated? What's being released? And the truth that you are being asked to live in now. Okay? Those are the questions that each pile is asking and being answered here. Select pile 1, 2, or 3, and let's dig into this 8/8 Lionsgate portal for you. Alrighty, pile 1, welcome to your 8/8 Lionsgate portal reading. Let's dig in. What's going on with you on today? Because this is 8/8 that I'm doing this reading, although it is timeless. This is going to answer what is entering, what is activating, as well as what is releasing today, and the truth that you must live in now. Okay? So pile 1, this particular transition is deeply connected to the card of the overall energy that you received, which is apology, forgiveness, okay? Closure, communication, and finally allowing yourself to be honest about what hurt you. The energy entering isn't simply about someone or somebody, okay, coming back to apologize, although that could be happening. But it is about the end of an emotional cycle where you have carried pain silently in order to keep the peace, okay? This Lionsgate's energy here feels like a protective threshold. You are being moved through a transition, but you are not, okay, I repeat, you are not being asked to drag old emotional wounds with you through this gate on today. So anything that cannot exist in your next chapter without, compromising your peace is being exposed so that you can address it, release it, or walk away from it altogether, for those that pick pile 1. And so with this overall energy that is entering with being apology and forgiveness, there is an energy here of accountability and emotional reconciliation entering through this portal. Okay? This can manifest literal, okay, as someone apologizing to you, like I stated. Okay, this could even be you apologizing to someone as well. Someone may finally acknowledge something that they did to you, that they said to you, withheld from you, or failed to do when it comes to you. But I don't want you to automatically assume this means necessarily like a reconciliation with that person, with that place, with that thing. Okay. The deeper message to you, pile 1, for some of you, you are the person who needs to forgive yourself. Okay. You don't need an apology to validate what happened, hurt you. You know, that what happened hurt you, but you are no longer required to carry the hurt. That's what's being released here. Forgive yourself for staying too long, even in situations that weren't good for you. Forgive yourself for ignoring what you did know. Okay, the signs, the red flags, we call them. Okay, the truth about somebody or something. Forgive yourself for accepting less than you deserved during those moments as well. Forgive yourself for not speaking up as well in certain situations for others, speaking up sooner than you did. And for others, there is somebody who realizes that they owe you an apology and they would like forgiveness here. For some of you, this could be a man, regardless of whether you're a man yourself or not. Okay? But it's not gender specific. So this could be anybody, but this is going to be a hurt that has been carried for quite a while, Okay, so the important distinction is that forgiveness does not automatically equal access for this pile. You can forgive someone and still say, you cannot come back into my life the way you were before. Okay? With the Three of Pentacles and the world showing up here for you, this is speaking about a new level of collaboration, because the Three of Pentacles is how we work with others. Okay? Next to the world, completion and recognition is what is being activated for you in pile one. This is beautiful because the world says you are completing something significant, a cycle, because the world is in the shape of a circle. Okay? You are completing a cycle. So the Three of Pentacles says you are now entering environments where your contribution is actually seen, valued, as well as respected now. That's what's being activated for you. So this could involve a new work opportunity. This could involve building something with other people, like-minded people, cooperative people, a creative or spiritual collaboration. All right, being recognized for something you've been developing privately as well for some of y'all. This could be you joining a new community. Okay, that definitely fits the criteria of your values, your beliefs even. For others, this could be meeting people who operate at a completely different level than people from your past. And with the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Coins here, this is going to be people that have something to show you, to teach you. Okay? That builds your knowledge somehow. Okay? And for others of you, even self-discernment, builds your self-discernment up. Okay? And then for others, this could be completing a project or a chapter that has taken considerable effort on your part. Okay? It's taken a lot from you to complete something. And I strongly feel a message around no longer trying to prove your worth to people who have already decided not to see it as well. Okay? The world says that chapter is what is completing. Okay? The Three of Pentacles says now build with people, right, who recognize what you bring to the table. That's going to be important for you walking through this Lion's Gate. So you're moving from do they value me to are these people worthy of building with me? Are they worthy of being a part of my plans? The Three of Pentacles can be plans, blueprints. Okay, the discussions that we're having about creating something, are they worthy of being a part of something that you're investing your energy into? And that's a major energetic shift. And so what is being released here? What's being released then? The Two of Wands and the Queen of Wands is what's being released for pile ones. You are releasing the version of yourself that has been standing at the edge of your own life, trying to figure out whether you're allowed to fully step into your power or not. The Two of Wands, right? We're going back and forth. Look at this picture. They're definitely tussling with themselves even about which direction to go for some of y'all. Okay? Could be some Geminis in this pile, always undecided about something. The Queen of Wands is about confidence and visibility, magnetic, creative, even sexual, expressive, and self-assured energy. Whether you're man or woman here, okay? But paired with the Two of Wands, I see someone who has been looking at the possibility of becoming this person without completely committing to him or her. Okay? You're trying to go two different directions. But there's the two clash, or not fully committing to it means that nothing's really getting done either. So the hesitation is what's being released. Okay? You may have been asking, like, what if I make the wrong choice? Just all type of scenarios coming up. What will people think? Who cares, right? Should I wait? Should I reach out? Should I give this person another chance, or this venture another chance? Am I really ready for something bigger? All this energy of, confusion, to where nothing really gets done. Nothing with the Three of Pentacles, nothing gets, the plan doesn't get carried out. And so the answer is coming through as stop standing in the door of your own life. You can't just stand at the threshold of the door. Walk through it. You are releasing hesitation, second guessing, and potentially even the need to be chosen as well in the groups that you are in and in relationships even. And for some of you, this is specifically connected to a romantic situation where your confidence was affected by somebody else's behaviors towards you. Hello? You may have spent too much time wondering why someone didn't choose you, pursue you, acknowledge you, make you a part of the team, the group, the idea, the plan, whatever it is, or treat you properly at that. And that could be what this apology and forgiveness card is really about too. But the Queen of Wands says that their inability to somehow recognize your value was never evidence that you lacked value in the first place. Pile 1. So the truth you are being asked to live in now, and you receive the Three of Swords and the Eight of Wands. Say it, name it. Okay? This is probably the strongest message in this pile. You cannot continue swallowing your feelings then calling it peace. Goodness gracious. You cannot continue swallowing your feelings and then calling it peace. The Three of Swords says there has been hurt, and I almost choked. Did y'all catch that? I almost choked. The Three of Swords, you've been hurt. The Eight of Wands says that it needs to be communicated. Not 3 months later, pile 1. Not a year later. Not 6 months later. Not after you've built resentment up. Not after you've convinced yourself that it doesn't matter anymore. Or that you shouldn't feel some type of way. Not after you've emotionally detached and decided you don't care anymore. Address it while it is happening. With you, to you, about you. If something hurts you, say, that hurt me. That hurt me. If something feels disrespectful, say, I don't accept being spoken to that way. If you don't understand someone's behavior, ask, can you explain what you mean by that? If someone crosses a boundary that you have set for yourself, pile 1, let them know that's not okay with me. This pile is being asked to understand that silence isn't always maturity. Sometimes silence is self-abandonment as well. Forgive yourself for not knowing that truth. This Eight of Wands also could be a sudden conversation and communication happening. So I wouldn't be surprised if something you've been waiting to hear about suddenly starts having movement, like a message, a phone call, an apology, a confession, a conversation that finally happens as well. Okay? About whatever this Three of Swords was. Betrayal, infidelity for some, I heard. Or you could finally be saying something you've been holding inside. And here's where the Lion's Gate protection comes in for this pile as well. Because the Lion's Gate is our protection to do something. I have lion guides, so I know they're fierce. And this is a Lion's Gate portal. This is when we have to do something where a lot of courage would be required. And you can do that today and moving forward if you walk through it. You are being protected from carrying unfinished emotional business into a new chapter. So this transition may feel uncomfortable because you're being required to tell the truth. Tell the truth. But the discomfort is part of that clearing. You aren't being asked to reopen old wounds. Pile 1, you're being asked to stop pretending that they didn't exist. Tell the truth about what hurt you. Forgive what you are ready to release, complete what is finished, and walk forward without shrinking your light any longer to make other people comfortable with you, with what you're doing, with who you are. Your next chapter requires your voice, pile one. And the biggest lesson here is is honestly that with this forgiveness card does not require forgetting that it happened. Communication does not require confrontation either. And closure does not require reconciliation with said thing. You can acknowledge the pain, communicate the truth, forgive, and still choose yourself when it's all said and done. And that's what I have for you, pile ones. Pile two, welcome to your Lionsgate 8/8 portal reading. Let's get right into what is entering, what is activating, what is releasing, and the truth about what you're being asked to, like what truth you're being asked to live in now. And you received messages, dreams, celebration, gifts, and abundance as the energy that is entering. So pile two, this energy is different. It's quite different from pile one. Your Lionsgate transition feels heavily connected to spiritual communication, like gifts, expansion, balance, and learning the difference somehow between generosity and overextending yourself is what I see here as well. I immediately get you are receiving more because you are finally learning what you can no longer afford to give away. The protection around this transition is going to be significant for pile two. The Lion's Gate is not simply opening a door for more abundance. It is also guarding the doorway for you so that everything entering your life doesn't require you to deplete yourself to maintain it. Because that's what I sense in this pile. Overgiving, overburdening. With messages here, dreams, gifts, celebration, all of that here for you. Your spiritual sensitivity is going to be increasing. Messages may start coming through your dreams. Literally, it says messages and dreams here. Okay. Synchronicities, repeating numbers, sudden thoughts. This is intuitive hits, intuitive nudges, downloads, bodily sensations, or that unmistakable feeling of I just know. Knowing something with abundance here is about to have a level of expansion and transformation here in your life. And with this gifts and abundance here, I feel this isn't limited to spiritual gifts alone. Although those are invaluable. There are multiple forms of abundance that will be entering for this pile. You could experience increased intuitive or mediumistic abilities as well, because that's what I see here with the pouring into the dream state, birds even bringing you messages. Okay. Things coming to you, something about that is expanding for you. This could be more vivid or prophetic feelings and dreams, stronger clairaudience or claircognizance. And if you don't know what those things up, I advise you to look them up and look into them, investigate yourself, attain that knowledge for yourself. Receiving information before someone tells you something also, with the birds by the ear. Creative ideas arriving suddenly, out of nowhere, unexpected financial opportunities, gifts, assistance, resources, opportunities from others as well. Because what's opening up for you is the ability to receive. For others, this is recognition for something you naturally know how to do as well. A talent becoming monetizable. Okay, more money for something that you naturally know how to do. People beginning to seek you out because of your knowledge and or abilities as well. And there is something very specific here as well. Let's get into that. Pay attention to what happens in your dreams around this transition. Pay attention to what comes up. You may wake up knowing something you didn't know when you went to bed. You may dream about someone and then hear from them. Okay? Some of you could receive symbolic information that makes absolutely no sense initially. Trust me, I know this process, but later becomes very clear to you as well. Don't dismiss everything as random either, okay? Just, look at it and like, duly noted, duly noted. The answers will come. At the same time, discernment here is going to be important. Not every dream is a prophecy, and not every intuitive feeling requires your action. You're learning how to distinguish your own fears and desires from genuine intuitive information, and that's a journey within itself. Okay? With the Three of Wands here and the Temperance, the Three of Wands is talking about expansion, divine timing, and alignment next to the Temperance. So something that has been developing mainly behind the scenes is beginning to move toward you. Okay, the Three of Wands is the energy of looking beyond your current circumstances too. So Temperance is basically saying, don't force the timing, let it come together. Okay. I was just telling a sibling about somehow I be knowing certain things, but I'm not always that great at timing. Okay. So you can't force the timing on even what you've seen or what you know, or what you've envisioned or what messages have come to you. This can be a period where you begin seeing evidence that something you've been hoping, planning, praying for, or preparing for is actually possible. So for some, this could involve travel as well. With that Three of Wands, they're literally packing a bag. There's a calendar up there. This is making future plans. This is distance, foreign places, expansion beyond your familiar environments, or opportunities that require you to venture outside your normal sphere. Having to go somewhere for greater opportunity as well. But spiritually, this is also about your world becoming bigger. This is for those that are, they're stepping outside their box. You're no longer being asked to operate from the limitations of what you've already experienced or that was placed on you by others as well. Okay? This is a freeing of those things. And so Temperance tells me something else. You ready, pile 2? Okay? It tells me that your intuition plus your intellect are learning to work together. It tells me that your spirituality and your career are going to find ways to work together. It tells me that your creativity and your ability to communicate something is going to finally learn to work together in, harmony. Your emotional sensitivity and your discernment are going to work in harmony. You're becoming more integrated with intuition and real life is all I can call it. Instead of feeling like your spiritual side and practical side are separate, you're learning how to bring them together and to operate as in unison with the Temperance, in unison. You can't have one without the other. And somehow you have distinguished that on today, at least. 8/8 Lionsgate portal. And what is being released now with the Four of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles? Because this is huge, pile 2. You're releasing the fear-based relationship with giving and receiving as well, okay? The Four of Pentacles can hold tightly to things. The Six of Pentacles gives. It's charitable. Together they can reveal a pattern of I either give too much or I hold everything back because I'm afraid there won't be enough. But the Lionsgate transition is teaching you energetic reciprocity as well. You don't have to be the person who always helps. You don't have to always rescue. You don't have to always provide. You don't have to give things because you feel guilty about saying no. And you don't have to keep accepting situations where you're giving significantly more than you're receiving. That's not what this is. There may be a particular relationship where this becomes extremely obvious to you as well. where things are not evenly distributed or reciprocated back to you somehow. There may be a particular relationship that makes that obvious to you, or that you know where this relationship is within your within your life. You know where this is. Can't never save nothing because you're always having to give. Someone may be asking for your time, your money, okay, your emotional support, your attention, your labor, okay, because someone's serving food here. What you cooking? What you bringing? Okay, this could be your spiritual guidance. Whatever it is, they want you to give and to give nothing back to you to receive it. This could even be your resources, however that shows up, okay? And something inside you is going to say, I can't. Okay? I can't. And believe yourself when you say that. I can't give that to you. And so now the truth that you're being asked to live in now with the Ace of Swords, the Two of Pentacles reversed, and the Five of Pentacles, pile 2. The truth about what you cannot give. And Spirit is being very direct about that. You need to become comfortable with telling people, I don't have it to give. Or no. Not, I'll try, or maybe later, let me figure some things out. Let me move some things around, or I feel bad, or I don't want to disappoint anybody. Just, I can't. No. The Ace of Swords is being direct. It's not spinning circles around this answer. Okay? The Two of Pentacles says you're already managing multiple demands, responsibilities, priorities, or financial considerations. Some of y'all even more than one job. And the Five of Pentacles here definitely says there are circumstances where giving more would actually put you in a position of lack. Without it, where there will be no support. And some of these say past due. So if you give something of yours is not going to get paid. Even. And that's the truth, pile 2. You cannot pour from an empty cup simply because someone else is thirsty either. A very specific scenario for this pile. I could see someone asking you for something financially or materially. And perhaps they assume you can help because you've helped them before. Okay? This ain't they first go around with you. And you may know that if you give them what they're asking for, you will be the one struggling afterward as well. I think that there's a cycle of that happening here. And so what's being said here is don't do it. Not because you don't care. Because here in the Five of Pentacles, what you're already lacking and don't have support on, it matters too. And this applies emotionally as well, pile 2. Someone may come to you needing constant emotional support while offering very little to nothing. Four of Pentacles. They trying to save everything they have. They trying to keep what they got. You may realize I don't have the emotional capacity to carry this person anymore. Or I don't have the finances to help anymore. That's not cruelty, pile 2. That's just honesty. And the Lion's Gate is protecting you around this transition specifically very strongly. Okay? The Lion's Gate is protecting your abundance by teaching you boundaries around your energy. Okay? So that it's like that lion energy, that courage that's needed, that fierceness that's needed. It's going to help you say no. Something may actually be removed from your life because it's been consuming resources that are supposed to support you and your next chapter. This could come in the form with what I'm seeing here. A person, this could be an obligation. This could be excessive bills and things like that as well. A habit, a financial pattern, overspending, not saving, all that's here. a relationship dynamic, even an identity where you've been giver, fixer, rescuer, provider, or spiritual caretaker, the advisor. Therapy, very therapeutic. And at first you may interpret that removal as, I'm losing this, or why? But Spirit is saying you aren't losing abundance. You're losing the drain on your abundance. Okay? That's a completely different ball game. And so the divine truth for you, Pile 2, you're entering a period where receiving becomes just as important as giving. And with the temperance, more balanced at that. Your gifts are becoming stronger, of course. Your world is literally expanding. Going greater distances, for some of you traveling, expanding your horizons. Your intuition is sharpening. Opportunities can begin appearing from places you weren't expecting them to. But you cannot enter an abundant chapter while continuing to behave as though you must sacrifice yourself for everyone else to have enough. And then your plans don't have any follow through. You don't have to give what you don't have either. You don't have to give money that you are going to need. You don't have to give time that you don't have. You don't have to give emotional labor you're exhausted from providing. You don't have to give access to people who don't reciprocate nothing. And you don't have to give spiritual guidance every time someone asks. Your no protects your yes. Finally, you can receive without guilt. Finally, give without depletion. Finally, speak the truth about your capacity to do or not to do, to be or not to be. Your abundance is not meant to flow through you so quickly that you can never get to experience it for yourself. God dang. It's not just for others, it's for you too. And those messages and the dreams and the gift cards, right? The gifts that are coming in. I would absolutely keep a journal beside your bed during this period. Or just moving forward, right? Because this portal, this gate carries us forward, period, into this new aspect of our life. Write down what you dream. Write down the messages that you receive. Write down the synchronicities as well. Because if you compile all those together, you're going to get your message. You're going to be able to decode it if you're one of those. Here. Something about what you're receiving now may make much more sense after the fact. And that's what I have for you, Pile 2. Pile 3, welcome to your Lionsgate portal message. Okay. What is activating, what's being released, and what truth you're being asked to live in now. And the overall energy for you received rebirth, which also has the word winter, memories, and nostalgia as well. What's going on, Pile 3? Because this is the strongest. Old chapter is officially over. Energy of all 3 piles, with you being 3. I feel a very specific message here. You cannot become who you are now while continuing to negotiate with who you used to be. Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. There's something from the past that has had emotional, psychological, financial, or energetic significance for you. You may, Pile 3, have already thought you were over it, but this Lionsgate transition is showing you where there are still attachments to the memory, the potential, or the version of yourself that existed during that period. Okay? This is like you looking at you. And the protection around this transition, it does feel particularly strong because you're being protected from repeating a cycle simply because it's familiar as well. Whew. This rebirth, after a period of dormancy, things being frozen for you. Because winter represents a season where things may have appeared delayed, still, barren, or inactive. Wasn't too much going on. Okay? But beneath the surface, something very much so was going on. You were changing. Pile 3. And now rebirth says you're coming out of that period. But then we have good old memories and nostalgia. This tells me that the past may become very present during this transition as well. It's trying to rear its head, pile 3. You could suddenly think about an old relationship, an old friend, an old situation, a former home, your childhood. Okay, because it's giving very much so 6 of Cups energy. A previous version of yourself, something you used to do, people you used to know, people you grew up with, an old dream that you abandoned, some old wishes, hopes, and dreams, a past opportunity, someone you haven't spoken to in a long time, a situation you thought you had completely moved past as well. And here's the important part. The past may come up without being meant to come back. For you to look at it with more discerning eyes, with more clarity than you had before. Sometimes something will resurface because you're finally, you see how that card fell? Rebirth in winter. It's not coming back for you to melt it down and revisit it in that way. It is finally strong enough to see it differently. Okay? You may look at something that once broke your heart and realize, I understand now why that happened. And that'll be the closure for you. Not necessarily a reunion. So what's being activated here with the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles, as I stated, discernment, clarity, self-respect, and stability, all within that powerful combination. You are becoming way more difficult to manipulate as well with that Queen of Swords there. The Queen of Swords asks, demands, requests, show me the facts. The Queen of Pentacles, and show me how this actually affects my life. What value does it bring? You're moving away from making decisions solely based on emotions, promises, potentials, or nostalgia because I have history with you. You are asking, is this actually practical in the Queen of Pentacles? Is this stable? Is the mathing? Does this benefit my life? Does this person actually have something tangible to offer me? Are their actions matching their words? And I really feel this could be connected to anything dealing with money, property, resources, employment, business, or an exchange of tangibles. Okay? Because we have a pentacle here. And I feel like someone could make an offer of some kind. Okay? Try to compromise with you somehow. Someone could promise you something. Someone could return with an opportunity as well, with nostalgia here, definitely giving 6 of Cups, an opportunity coming from someone that you have history with. Someone could tell you that they've changed even. All right. Someone trying to come out of a wintry, cold period. Even y'all in this pile could be colder, because the Queen of Swords is considered very bitchy and cold. And your response this time is not going to be, I hope so. It's going to be, prove it. That is how the Queen of Swords speaks. Next to the Queen of Pentacles. Prove it. Show me. Where's the receipts? Where's the tangibles? Where's the money? Where's the investment? So what is being released here with you on this Lion's Gate? You got Judgment, the Moon reverse. You got Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles, pile 3. The fog is definitely lifting. Your interpretation is going to absolutely be on point with Judgment next to the Moon reversed. Because the Moon reverse exposes what's actually hidden. Motive, Judgment brings the realization of what was hidden. The Ace of Wands, it reveals the motivation or the desire behind what was hidden. The Ace of Pentacles is the actual tangible offer. It's the gift, it's the opportunity, it's the money, the commitment, or the material consequences to something that we take action on in the Ace of Wands, or that we put passion and drive behind. So this can absolutely represent releasing confusion around someone's intentions concerning tangible matters when it comes to you, or you them. Again, I get mathing in this pile, things making mathematical sense as well, using common sense even. For example, someone may have said that they wanted to help you, but their actions didn't match those words. Someone may have promised an opportunity but never followed through on that. Okay? This is what's being released. No follow through on what you're told. Okay? Someone may have presented something as an investment, a partnership, a relationship, or an offer while there were hidden motives behind it as well. And you're releasing these kind of connections or at least attachment to these things where it produced nothing. There could also have been confusion surrounding what exactly am I getting out of this? Or what does this person actually want from me? Why are you here? Like Jocelyn say, why is you here? And now you're seeing it. The hidden motive becomes obvious to you. Something that previously seemed complicated suddenly becomes incredibly simple to you. Simple math. Okay, 1 + 1. Okay, 2 carry the 1. Oh, that's what this was. That's what that moon reversed is saying. Okay. The sun is coming out for pile 3. The Ace of Pentacles makes me pay attention to tangible opportunities like a new job, a financial opportunity, a contract, a purchase, property, a new source of income. This could be an offer, a new relationship that has actual potential for stability. But you're releasing the tendency to accept the first shiny opportunity simply because it looks promising. With hidden motive. The Ace of Wands can be exciting. The Ace of Wands can be exciting. It can. And the Ace of Pentacles here, it can be very promising. But the moon reversed. That's what I'm looking at. Look underneath it. Read the fine print. Ask questions. Check the details. Observe the person's behavior. Don't allow excitement to override discernment. Your new energy, because this is what you're releasing. I don't just want potential. I want proof. And so if this worked for anyone in the past, any person, place, or thing in the past, it's not going to work for them moving forward. Because the truth you are being asked to live in now, pile 3, with the World and the Queen of Wands, is that you are done. DONE, done. You're not broken. You're not waiting. You're not incomplete. You're done. Your World card here represents completion of a major cycle. You've closed out on this. The Queen of Wands represents the woman who emerges, whether you're man or woman here, this is just energy, from that cycle, knowing exactly who he or she is. This is you being asked to live as someone you already know your worth. If you're a woman, you already know your worth. Live as someone who knows her worth. If you're a man, live as someone who knows his worth. You don't need to convince anyone anymore. You don't need to compete. You don't need to chase. You don't need to explain why you deserve better either. And you absolutely don't need to go backwards simply because someone from the past suddenly remembers your value. Oh yeah, you do that, right? You did do that for me. You did do that. You are not the same person they had access to before even. And that's the real truth here. I feel some of you may have had someone from the past with nostalgia here. resurface during around this transition before or during it. Okay. And because of memories and nostalgia, like I said, with the Judgment card popping out, there could be a temptation to romanticize what happened somehow. But the Queen of Swords is sitting beside the Queen of Pentacles saying, remember the whole story now. Remember the whole story, not just the good parts. Remember what actually happened. Remember how you were left to feel. Remember what was missing. Remember what you had to tolerate even. Hello? Queen of Pentacles carries a lot. She takes care of things. That's the nurturer. Remember what you had to learn also, and then ask yourself, pile 3, does this belong in my future or does it simply belong to my history? That question is going to save somebody in this pile from repeating something during this Lion's Gate, because that chapter's closed with the world here. It's complete already. It's time to live as the Queen of Wands. Okay? Pile 3. The protection is in the revelation of everything that I have stated here. You are being protected by finally being shown the truth before you make another commitment. If you were with memories here in nostalgia going to have another go around, it's asking you to freeze, pause, take a look at this stuff, look closer. Okay? Because something may be come or is going to be more obvious to you. A financial situation may reveal its real cost even as well. A relationship may reveal its true purpose to you. An opportunity may reveal whether it's genuinely aligned or simply attractive on the surface as well. And instead of being confused, you're going to see it with the moon reversed with Judgment next to it. You're going to see it and you're going to see something for what it actually is and not what you wish it could be. The Lion's Gate isn't necessarily protecting you by keeping everything away from you. It's protecting you by giving you eyes to see what you're dealing with, the reality. This is reality check. And that's even more powerful because that's going to direct how you move forward here in this new identity with the World and the Queen of Wands. Stop introducing yourself to your future through the identity of your past. You have completed something major here. This is major big deal stuff. And now you must embody the woman or the man who survived whatever this was in memories and nostalgia. The Queen of Wands doesn't ask, am I enough? No. She asks, does this deserve access to me? Because the Queen of Wands, they don't chase validation. They don't beg for recognition. They don't compete for a seat. She knows that she is the seat. And that's the energy you're being asked to live in. And that's whether you're a man or a woman here. And so, pile 3. Let the past be the past. It's frozen where it's at for a reason. Okay? You've captured in that ball all that there is to capture of this person, this place. You've seen what you needed to see here. You are not being reborn to repeat what you already survived. And that's the real tea here. You are being reborn to experience what you could not access while you were still tied to this old cycle or this old person. And I want to emphasize something here in pile 3. Something may return simply so you can recognize that you no longer want it even. Hello? That's still closure. And that's still growth. And that's still a rebirth. The Lion's Gate is protecting this transition by revealing what is real, exposing what is hidden, and strengthening your discernment before you step into the next chapter, because you've already closed this other chapter. For some of y'all, there's a person, place, or thing that wants access to this new version of you. Okay, that you have history with. Stay on your pivot, pile 3. All right, so that's what I have for pile 3. Release it, see clearly, step fully into your new identity. Without apology either. You don't owe nobody no apology for taking all that you've learned in this cycles that you've been through and closing the chapter and honoring all that you're becoming or that you become now. That's what I have. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you.